In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a bar chart in Stata when you already have your columns set up. So there's a lot of different ways that you can have Stata make a bar chart for you. And for this example, we are going to already have our categories and their column totals already set up. So this is going to go along with lab activity 3, question 3. So once you have your data inputted, so here's my category and there's the count that I have for each of those. You're going to go to the command window page, go to graphics, bar chart. So when you go to set up your bar chart, it's going to default to this first one here, which is graph of summary statistics. And this would be what you would want to go to if you had a big list of raw data that you haven't already summarized. What we want to do is we already have the actual data set up, so we don't want it to summarize or do anything. We just want to have the bottom axis be the category and the height of the bars be the count. So we already have the actual data already set up for the bar chart to be made from. So once you've selected this one, the variable that you want is going to be, in this case, the count. Both of your variables for the lab activity will be numeric, so they'll both show up there. So what you'd want to select here is probability for that lab activity question. Under categories, your grouping variable is the category. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. So those are the category. And then you hit OK. And so this is my resulting bar chart. There's a lot of different ways that you can edit it and add labels onto this, which we are going to do. So in order to do that, you're going to click on the Start Graph Editor tab along the top. It's got a penciling into your graph. And so we are interested in getting a title onto our graph. So if you double click on title, so I'm going to name this count for alphabet categories. So this is just for my made up data. So your title needs to be describing what your bar chart that you have created for the lab activity. I'm okay with dark navy color, that's okay. So the other part that we need to do in order to completely label our bar chart is to label this axis along the side. We don't need to label these categories along the bottom because they are already named for us. So along this vertical axis here, we're going to click on Scale Axis. So we actually want to click on Title. And so then this for us is going to be Count. So then we get a nice label there along the side. Now, the last thing is that you want to actually specify what these letters are standing for. So to do that, we're going to go to positional titles. And so when you have that open here, we're going to label one of these on the bottom. So along the bottom here, these are going to be, let's call this letters of the alphabet. And so then that axis will appear on the bottom. So question 3 on your lab activity 3 is going to ask you to make a bar chart for data that you have come up with. And one thing that you will be graded on is if your bar chart is properly labeled. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email.